Hello, my name's Miss Tina from the Downtown Reno Library. Welcome to Washoe County Library's Teen Wellness Series. Today is our third and final feature of the series. I hope you enjoyed our previous episodes. If you hadn't had a chance to look at them, please go to our Facebook page or our YouTube channel to check them out. Self-care to me is about taking care of yourself from the inside out and from the outside in. It just all depends on where you're at and how you're feeling. Today, I will be sharing a simple yet decadent chocolate lip balm recipe I've mastered. This lip balm will not only protect your lips, it will also pamper your pucker. My setup is slightly different since I'm in the library rather than at home. I have a propane cooktop, a saucepan with water. I will be using this Turkish coffee pot, also known as an ibrik, as my double boiler. I'm always experimenting in the kitchen, and I like to use what I already have in my cupboards. I encourage you to do the same. So, without further ado, let's begin. I'm going to go ahead and start with this shea butter. You can also use coconut. I'm going to open this up and we're going to put a tablespoon in our ibrik, our Turkish coffee pot. I found this at a thrift store for like $1. We're going to go ahead and place it inside. Like to scrape it, it's kind of sticky and thick. I'm going to put the propane cooktop on kind of a medium low. So you saw it was quite solid in there, quite solid in a white color. It's going to melt up and become a little bit more clearer, more of a yellowish color. I like to just swirl it around a little bit. Can also use a spoon to help with that process. Then you get the excess that was stuck on the spoon from scooping it out of the container. Oh, nearly there. Definitely, you don't need your pot, your water, to come to a full rolling boil, just a nice little simmer boil there, the low to medium heat. The next ingredient I'm going to add are the beeswax pearls. You can get them online. You can also get them at like a local beauty or health shop. Calls for a tablespoon. Now my tablespoon's a little sticky from that shea butter, so I'm gonna kind of be a little bit more generous with it and do a tablespoon and a half, because I know a good part of that is going to stick into my cup there. And you can see that the beeswax pearls are white. Add it once they become melted. It's going to take on the same color as the shea butter. I give it a little stir. I'm going to make sure that the beeswax is completely melted. You don't want to see the little pearls. I'm just going to come around a little bit closer to the camera so that you can see inside of the pot. Nice clear mixture there. So the next thing I'm going to add is some grapeseed oil. Still the same amount of grapeseed oil as the shea butter and the beeswax, just a 1 tablespoon. I quite like grapeseed oil, it's really light. And again, you can find this at your local health or beauty shop or even a grocery store. You can use the grapeseed oil that you get there. Put it back in there. And because the grapeseed oil is at a cooler temperature than the shea butter and the beeswax, you can see inside that it's kind of solid in there. So we'll go ahead and stir until it's completely melted. Now, as I mentioned, this is our decadent chocolate lippy. The next thing we're going to add is the chocolate. So I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of cacao powder. Pop that in there. And we're going to give it a good stir. Make sure that powder is all mixed up in our melted mixture. Ooh, it looks like chocolate sauce. Love chocolate sauce. So we can see nice and chocolatey brown in there. We'll go ahead and turn off the cooktop there. And the next step is, if you like, it's optional. And I also advise you to take caution when you're using essential oils because they are very pure and very strong. So definitely follow any directions or guidance with them because we don't want anything to happen to your gorgeous skin. I'm going to use some cinnamon oil. You know, it's quite popular, the lipstick that plumps your lips. Well, cinnamon, it's very strong. We're just going to use 4 drops. Acts kind of like as a natural plumper. And it smells great. Kind of gives this chocolate Mexican sort of spiciness to it. I like it. It smells lovely. So I'm going to do 4 drops, maybe 5. Give it a nice stir. 2, 3, 4, 5. So with other essential oils like peppermint, lavender, they're just not as strong as the cinnamon. So some recipes, like the recipe we'll be sharing with you today, so you can use 10 of them. I'm not using 10 of cinnamon. It's just way too strong. I'm going to give it a good stir. And then I'm going to pull it out and let it cool for just a couple minutes. Not too long because it'll start to solidify. So pull that out there. We'll go ahead and discuss briefly the containers that you can put them in. So sometimes you get the little travel containers. That's a perfect container for this lippy. Or I used, for example, here a recycled jam jar. There's a little chocolate there. And then you can also get the tubes. And these are only like, maybe 25 cents. Again, at a health or beauty store. And you can pour that inside of the tube. So I'm going to go ahead and use this travel container. And pour my mixture in there. Mix it up a little bit more. Look at that. Ooh. Looks so chocolatey. And then once you put it in your container or tube, Don't put the lid on it. Just leave it to sit to completely solidify. Once it's solid, then you can go ahead and place the top on. And there you have it. Give it a little try here. Oh, yes. So chocolatey, so smooth. Don't eat it. Thanks so much for joining me, friends. For the recipe you learned today and more fun ways to practice self-care, follow the link provided. I really hope you enjoyed this series. If you missed the previous episodes, remember not to worry. You can find them on our Facebook and YouTube channel. Take care and be great to yourself. Thank you. Bye.